fans of high quality entertainment. This is Bad Grammar 56, I believe. And I'm doing this in a different format. I'm using OBS, and it's just easier. I think this is an easier way for me to do it instead of video editing all of the comments in with my Sony Vegas, because I don't like to work. So here we go. What I do is through the weeks, I gather up some YouTube comments that I've received, mainly negative ones or, hate comments. But there's some nice comments to even it out a little bit and boost up my ego. Okay. And so here we go. And I'll just respond to some of these comments. And it's going to be so funny. You're going to laugh. So here's the first comment. It's on the band Queen, because I recently ranked and reviewed all of their albums. This is one of the comments. Matthew Todd, they're all shite. Never a rock band pseudo operatic posing pish. I agree. Whatever that means. Jeffrey Coffey. Shame on Queen they played Sun City. I know. Shame on you. Tim Lee. Now, this is one of the few nice comments that I've added here. Tim Lee. Watching your ranking videos with my pre-work cup of tea is always a nice relaxing way to start my day. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. I have coffee usually in the mornings, but I love tea too. And now I'm having an orange juice in my Beatles glass that Molly bought me. I have 4 of them, but I don't like to brag. DG. Yes, and Zepp better than the Stones, and I noticed that. I believe that's bad grammar right there, because I believe it should be THAM. Yes, and Zepp better than the Stones. Bakers and Let It Bleed haven't figured out yet. Once again, bad grammar right there. That's not a full, complete sentence. It's Baker's Banquet to begin with. Since this guy seems to be a big Rolling Stones fan, he doesn't even know the name of the album. And the sentence does not make any sense, at least to me. Bakers and Let It Bleed haven't figured out yet. And then he says, I got to move on. Bye. Next comment. Here we go. Oh, he's back again. I like how, people say they're out of here and then they come back to leave another comment. DG. Stones fans don't wear Zepp shirts. And I never knew that. I did not know the rules. And so I feel a bit embarrassed now, because I guess I was doing a Rolling Stones album review and he's wearing a Led Zeppelin t-shirt. That would be comparable to me wearing a Black Sabbath t-shirt and doing a Sparks review. Just don't do that. Follow the rules. Another nice comment, Princess's Lollipop. I listened to Sparks thanks to you, Larry. I listened to almost all of their albums. Love their style, vocals, etc. Great band. And I get that quite often. I've turned quite a few of you into Sparks fans. And so, yeah, it means a lot to me. So thank you. Next up. Jazz Martian. Imagine this guy was your dad. Angrily enunciating words. Is that how you say it? Enunciating? I don't know. Enunciating words when giving you a lecture. One subscriber. Congratulations on that. David Ames. Do you have Now, this was a comment I saw on another channel. This guy was doing a really good review on the Sparks Brothers documentary directed by Edgar Wright. And it was a very good, he praised the movie and all that, but I'm just saying overall, he was very intelligent and just like me. And he did a really good review. But this guy, of course, comes in to his channel. Do you have a bio that qualifies you to review film? Or are you just another guy who is good with a computer? I think it's a lot like me. I don't qualify for reviewing music. I'm just another guy who is good with a computer. What's next? Rice JL. Look, it's the weirdo who put Drive My Car on his worst Beatles song list. Hello. Actually, yeah, it's not one of my favorite songs. I don't know if I would put it in my top 10 worst now, but I still love all of the Beatles songs. It's just one of my least favorites. But it has gone up in my rankings a bit. Here we go. There's more. Harvey Krishna. Hiya, Larry. Me again. Do you remember whereabouts you got those White Album shots of each individual Beatle? Thanks, pal. Well, Harvey, I got them from the Beatles' White Album. John L. This is a good one. Some real music experts on the internets. Revolver is the most overrated Beatles LP. I agree. Half of it is good to excellent. I agree. Yep. Dr. Robert, Love You Two are pretty rank. I know. We're on the same level here. I Want to Tell You is pleasant. Yeah, but not exactly riveting. It's not riveting at all. Paul is at his absolute soppiest with Here, There, and Everywhere, and For No One. I know. It's like granny shit music. Then there is the most overrated Beatles track of all, Tomorrow Never Knows. I've been saying that for years. Which is some poetry over a lot of studio effects. Very little musical substance. 2 guitar chords. I could do that. Imagine John playing it on guitar unaccompanied. Wow. I like Andrew Bird Can Sing, so do I, yeah. But if a lot of other bands did that would have been accused of being bubblegum. I know. I agree with everything you've said so far. In my opinion, its predecessor, Rubber Soul, was a superior album. I agree. Good stuff there, John L. AMT, would you be offended? Now, usually when somebody says, would you be offended, or I don't mean to offend you, ... they're usually going to be offended. Would you be offended if I observe that you and Mr. Krangle here seem as kooky and charmingly strange as the Sparks? I mean it as a compliment. Actually, it is Sparks, but that always bugs us Sparks fans when somebody says the Sparks. But it's okay. But I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Yes. I don't mind being called kooky and charmingly strange. Better than being called an asshole. Next. Jonas Breck. He said he was going to swear and he said shit. Well, there you go. I warned you. I don't know if shit is really a swear word. Maybe that's what he's implying. Because, there's crap and poop. Those aren't really swear words. So they'd be, down in the rankings. But shit is, that's above the crap and the poop. So I think it's kind of like swearing. By the way, if you enjoy these bad grammar videos, please share them with your friends and family, and spread it all over the internets. Because someday I want to be famous. Thank you. Next up, IG. Blah, 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 fuck off, okay. Oh, more swearing. Zeke Leonardo. I guess I'm quite randomly asking, but do anyone know a good website to stream newly released series online? I like that. I get those kind of questions. There's another one coming up, and it's like I usually don't respond. But it's kind of like, if I did respond, I would just say, hey, Zeke, why don't you just Google it? That's what the Google is for, to Google it. Why do I have to go searching for you? Make me mad. I'm just joking, Zeke. You sound like a great guy. Anyway, Fatty McFat, so I bet he's fat. I'd like to see more about Roxy Music and less about Sparks. I know. I don't think many people are interested in Sparks, but it's your channel, so just ignore me, that's fine. Now, this is for, I believe, my top 10 worst Beatles songs. And I guess I was rambling on at the start of it. I know, that's a shocker. So this person wrote, cut out the first 2 minutes, and I just replied no. I sure told him. Jeff Singer. Hey Larry, been loving the Queen reviews. If you haven't, definitely check out the Bohemian Rhapsody movie. Willie does the band and Freddie Mercury justice. The soundtrack is fantastic as well. And this isn't to mock Jeff's comment. It's a good comment. But I just feel, I have seen Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm one of those that feels it really doesn't do justice to Queen overall, because some of it is a bit fabricated and the timeline isn't what it really was. And I would just rather watch a real documentary on Queen, instead of going to the movies and seeing these actors who did a great job, of course, but seeing these actors act like Queen. It's just like going to see a cover band like of the Beatles, and they're dressed as the Beatles. I don't really care for that. If they just play the Beatles music and they do a great job, then yeah, that's great. But that's just me though. If you enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody, then that's great. It's just I didn't really care for it myself. But it did help, Queen's stature grow even more than it had been in the past. Stephen Riley. There are a few bands as boring as Genesis, except maybe yes. Once again, some of the people that watch my videos, I just totally agree with everything they say. I mean, Genesis, like what? Supper's Ready, and yes, close to the Edge. It's like those songs are so boring. I would rather, uh, get out one of my Bon Jovi CDs and listen to that. Nancy McClernand. This guy could not be more Canadian. Thank you. Harrison Productions. This is just another really nice comment on Sparks, and I guess Harrison Productions, because of one of my videos, he became a Sparks fan 7 years ago. So you can pause the video to read all that if you want. I don't want to read it all because I have other things to do. It's bad grammar video. Here we go. Next one. Joshua Luna. Dude, my favorite Beatle has always been Paul McCartney. Dude, I really don't care. I'm just joking, Joshua. I just, people call me dude. I'm not a dude. I'm the Canadian stud. We're almost done. Mink ahead. How come you keep laughing when you show Born to Die? I got it here. All prepared. Next one. Now, this is a good username. I like it when they're easy to remember. Like next week, I would say, hey, remember that channel 22444G390406 Varner? Hey, buddy, you are not a true rocker or guitar player fan if you don't Frank Marino. I think that's bad grammar. I think he forgot a word. If you don't like Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush and you have never listened to Saxon, sax on, sax off. So, well, I guess I'm not a true rocker or a guitar player fan. You got me there. Can't pronounce his name. I don't think English is his first language, and I don't think his language is his first language. You are so boring, and nobody, you even do not see them alive with Beatles. We do not want listen them in videos. I'll try and analyze that whole comment later. I'm busy right now. Bro, what the fuck? I get that occasionally in my videos. I do. What the fuck? I don't know if that's praise or not. Maybe it's praise. Tons 909. Thanks for sharing. Price? Wonder if it is still available. Well, if you wonder if I think that was for the John Lennon Plastic Ono Band box set, which was given to me by Sean Lennon and Yoko Ono. Thank you. I don't like to brag though. Yeah, if you're wondering about the price or if it's still available, why don't you just Google it? Terry the Man. I bet you know how to play Eleanor Rigby and For No One on the skin flute. I don't think I do, but maybe someday. McVoity. Now he shows up twice. This is the first time. I might have said this one in an earlier bad grammar, but it's a good one. You made number 5 on my 10 biggest twits on YouTube list. I love being in a top 10 list. So thank you, McVoity. I blocked him, by the way. I usually, sometimes, depending how nasty, that's not really a nasty comment. It's just, somebody I don't want on my channel. So they don't like me. Give me a moment. So he returned using another channel he made up, I guess. He must secretly like my videos. And he replied to another video. Well, this was for a top 10 worst list. Because I'm a potato. That's actually a better name for you, sir. It's only okay to have a list like that if you, the list maker, is on it. McVoty. So I went to his channel his McVoity channel, which I can't even find now, but it is on there. And I would just like to say that he has been on YouTube since December of 2007, almost as long as I've been on, almost 15 years. And he has 37 videos, and he has over 6,929 views. Way to work it. And I actually checked out one of his videos. He's a drummer. He plays in a band. And I just wanted to maybe comment on his drumming skills. So here we go with McVoity. Let's see how he does on playing the drums. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Did you see that move? You know, when you say to a musician, that guy's bringing it, this guy's bringing it. He's bringing it to the table like a full plate. And look at his, he's just right into it. He is. Now, the thing is, yeah, don't look at him. I know it's difficult, but close your eyes and just listen to the drumming. It's kind of like a cross between Buddy Rich and that drummer from Rush, Peart. When you're looking at him, it's like, no, that doesn't match up at all. But closing your eyes, I think it actually sounds more like that drummer for Rush, Peart. Wow. And I was making fun of this guy. That is some solid drumming right there. Excellent, just excellent. But like I said, close your eyes. You'll think he's some other drummer. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. I'd really appreciate it. And put the link on Facebook and Twitter and on CNN. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.